For 3,000 years, we have told this story wrong. We call it the greatest tale of homecoming ever written. A war hero battles gods and monsters, crosses impossible seas, and finally returns to the woman he loves. But that is not what the Odyssey is about. And Christopher Nolan understood this. The Odyssey is not about coming home. It is about the terrifying truth that once you leave, you can never really return. Because home does not wait for you.
Waiting for Massacre.
Importantly,
If this kid is coming back,
you do not remain
No,
the
he's
person
not.
who left it.
My dad is coming home.
When Odysseus sailed to Troy, he was a king, a husband, a father to a newborn son. He was 30 years old. He would not see his home again for 20 years. Think about that for a moment. 20 years. His son Telemachus would grow into a man without ever meeting his father. His wife Penelope would age alone, besieged by suitors who assumed she was a widow. His father Laertes would abandon the palace and live in the mountains, believing his son was dead. And Odysseus would become a stranger to himself. Modern psychology has a name for what happened to Odysseus. We call it post-traumatic stress disorder, combat trauma, moral injury, survivor's guilt. But the ancient Greeks understood something we forgot. They understood that war does not end when the fighting stops. War follows you home. War becomes home. The men who returned from Troy did not return whole. Some died at sea. Some were murdered by their wives who had moved on. Some, like Ajax, took their own lives. And Odysseus, the most cunning of them all, took 10 years just to sail back. But that was not the sea slowing him down. That was him. Read the poem carefully. Every obstacle Odysseus faces is a mirror. Circe, who turns his men into pigs, is the temptation to abandon his identity and disappear into pleasure. He stays with her for a year. Calypso, who offers him immortality, is the temptation to escape mortality itself. He stays with her for 7 years. The Lotus Eaters, who offer him forgetting, are the temptation to erase memory, to forget who he was. Every monster in the Odyssey is a version of Odysseus that could have been. The Cyclops is unchecked rage. The Sirens are seductive despair. Scylla and Charybdis are the impossible choice between two forms of loss. Homer did not write about a hero facing monsters. He wrote about a man facing all the ways he could stop being himself.
No one could stand between me and home.
This is why Christopher Nolan chose the story. Nolan does not make films about heroes. He makes films about time, about memory, about identity fracturing under pressure. Inception. A man trying to return to his children through dreams. Interstellar.
This is the first
A father
time
crossing time to see his
I
daughter
really do
again.
feel like this particular picture is
Man becomes something he
accumulation
can never
of
come
all
back
of his
from.
skills and all of his experiences and
Now
the
consider the
impact
Odyssey
it
through
has.
Nolan's lens. It is not an adventure film. It is a study of what happens to a human being when time, distance, and violence permanently rewire who they are. Odysseus does not want to reach the end goal. Part of him is terrified. Because he knows the man who will step on his is not the man who left. While Odysseus wandered, Penelope waited. In 20 years, she wove a buried shroud during the day and unraveled it at night to delay the suitors who wanted to replace her husband. This is a disturbing question.
It's just so large.
Was Penelope
I think
waiting
if
for her
you
husband?
stood back
Or
and
for the
took
version of
stock
him
of what's
that only
actually
existed
going
in her
on,
memory?
you'd be like so overwhelmed
When Odysseus
by it,
finally
but
reaches
because you've
Ithaca,
got someone
he does
captain
not
the ship
announce
so
himself.
precisely.
He returns
Feels
disguised
like
as a beggar.
there's a
He walks his own
relentlessness
halls
to the
unrecognized.
pace.
His own dog dies at his feet after seeing him for the first
His
time in 20
ingenuity
years.
and the way he trusts
Even his wife
team
does not recognize him at
so that
first.
they can come up
She
with
tests
great
him.
ideas.
She
And
questions
the way
him.
he guides
Not because she does not know his
everyone's
face,
role is kind of
because she
amazing
needs
to
to know
watch.
if his soul
Chris
is
has the most unbelievable
And
crew.
here is Homer's
And I
brutal
think
answer.
the depth of those
It is not.
relationships developing
The final
over
act of the Odyssey
decades. You
is
know,
not a
he
dreadful
could see
reunion.
something,
Odysseus, disguised,
request
watches
it,
for days as
and
the
it would
soldiers
come
abuse his
together
home,
so
his wife,
quickly.
his son.
Every single department, you just see them
when the moment
watch what's
comes,
happening and then
he
make their
slaughters them all.
adjustments for their
single
speciality,
one.
and suddenly,
He hangs
before
the
you know
servant
it,
women who slept
all of
with
these
him.
elements are
He
working
drenches his own
perfectly
dying hall
together.
in blood. This is the man Penelope was waiting for. This is the
Just
father
looking at the
Telemachus
scope
finally
of what we
meets.
were trying to do,
This is the
I was
king
like, I
Ithaca
can't
gets
believe
back.
this is what we're trying.
Not a
But
hero.
if you get
A stranger
everybody rowing in
wearing
the same
face of the
direction,
man they remember.
it's
So
actually
here's the question
possible.
Nolan is
And
asking
I
with
don't
his
know any
adaptation.
other director who would
Is
try it.
Odysseus a hero for returning? Or is he a warning about what returning actually costs?
Tell me what
Every
you
soldier
remember.
who comes home from war, every person who leaves for years and comes back, every mind that has been shaped by trauma, distance, or time, faces the same terrible truth.
After years,
You can walk back through the same door. You can sleep in the same bed. You can hold the same people. But you will never be the person
Let's
they
go
remember.
home.
They will never be the people you remember.
This is a household waiting for a
The
master.
Odyssey
If
is not the
this
story
kid
of
is
a man
coming
coming
back.
No, he's not.
It is the story of the oldest human tragedy.
My dad is
That the
coming
further
home.
you travel from who you were, the more you realize you cannot go back.